Hey everyone, welcome back to WrestlePop.
All right guys, Candice Michelle recently went on the Dropkick podcast and she talked about a lot of different things. The first question that she answered though was, who was your favorite match with ever? And that is none other than Beth Phoenix. She said that was a really fun match. She loved working with her, but she has a lot of love for all of the other girls that she worked with, of course, because you gotta be diplomatic, right?
I love the girls because they're very diplomatic. You know, we always talk about in wrestling, the politicking, right? I feel the girls are the best at it.
Well, you know what? We know what we're doing, right? But she also talked about how she hated one aspect of her job, and that was the Playboy matches, the Vince's Devils matches. And she said she hated doing it and all of the other girls hated doing it, but they did it because that was their job, right?
Look, I love the girls nowadays, but I loved the girls back in the day, the Diva era and all that, because they were doing bra and panty matches and all that kind of stuff. As a guy, as a young guy, I love that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, listen, it's entertainment, you know? And like, who's watching the majority of wrestling? Guys, give them what they want to see, you know? Like, I don't see a problem with it, you know? I feel like a lot of these girls, they just say that they hated it, but really, you were fine cashing the check.
They love the attention, they love the money, especially back then when you did all that kind of stuff, because you could do Playboy, make a lot of money, all that kind of stuff. So I don't really, believe her when she says that. I think it's just the PC thing nowadays to say.
100%. But she also talked about if she were to ever get inducted into the Hall of Fame, who would she want to induct her? And she said, go ahead.
This was a big shocker. Never in a million years would I expect this name.
Well, she said it would be none other than Hulk Hogan, because she said there's no other question in her mind. It has to be him because he is the person that really made her spark her interest in wrestling. And she said every time that his music would come on, she would just get that butterflies feeling, and it just started her whole love of wrestling. So it makes sense, right?
I 100% agree, because for me as a kid, I loved back in the day, especially when his song would come out, I would just get like really pumped up. He was so entertaining. He was exactly what wrestling needed. And even to this day, like, I think Hogan is the man. In my book, he's the #1 guy. I know a lot of people say Shawn Michaels or Ric Flair, but I think it was Hulk Hogan, man. He just blew up wrestling. And so it makes sense that she picked him. So hopefully one day she goes to the Hall of Fame because she deserves it.
All right, guys, that's the video. If you like what we're doing here, definitely check out our other channel, 5 Minute Eats, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.